It's been 20 years since the University of Santo Tomas hosted a papal visit. And on Sunday, the Pontifical University showed just how eagerly it had awaited the chance to once again welcome the Pope. He took a brief tour of the campus on an open motorcade, a short but memorable ride for the more than 20,000 faithful who braved the rains and waited for the Pontiff for hours. As the encounter with the youth began, clearly the highlight of the day were the testimonies given by the youth. Leandro Santos, a USC student, talked about modern-day culture and the double-edged sword that the challenges of technology and the internet brings, and asked the Pope for guidance. Ricky Macolor shared his experience as a volunteer for Yolanda Relief, as well as his invention of solar lamps meant to ease the burden of Filipinos trying to rebuild their lives. But the most memorable testimonies came from former street children, June Chura and Glyzel Palomar. They detailed their experiences as street children, begging for food and struggling to survive. Glyzel ended by saying she asked God why He allows kids like her to suffer on the streets, before bursting into tears and giving the event an emotional mood.
Marami na po ang mga batang pinabayaan ng kanilang mga magulang. Marami sa kanila ang naging biktima at masama ang nangyari sa kanila, tulad ng droga o prostitution. Bakit po pumapayag ang Diyos na may ganitong nangyayari? Kahit walang kasalanan ang mga bata, at bakit kaunti lang ang mga taong tumutulong sa amin?
The Pope kissed and tightly hugged both June and Glyzel and accepted their simple gifts that included a baller band that he wore on the spot. A moment that prompted him to forego a prepared message and spoke spontaneously in Spanish. He said Glyzel's message moved him to tears and delivered an equally emotional response.
Presten ustedes atención. Ella hoy ha hecho la única pregunta que no tiene respuesta.
Look out for this fact today. She, Gaziel, is the only one who has put a question for which there is no answer.
Y no le alcanzaron las palabras. Necesitó decirla con lágrimas.
And she wasn't even able to express it in words, but rather in tears.
Al mundo de hoy le falta llorar.
Today's world, there's a great lack of capacity of knowing how to cry.
Lloran los marginados.
The marginated people weep.
Lloran aquellos que son dejados de lado.
Those that are left to one side are crying.
Lloran los despreciados.
Those who are discarded, those are crying.
Pero aquellos que llevamos una vida más o menos sin necesidades, no sabemos llorar.
But we don't understand much about these people with these necessities.
Solamente ciertas realidades de la vida se ven con los ojos limpios por las lágrimas.
Certain realities in life we only see through eyes that are cleansed through our tears.
Los invito a que cada uno se pregunte.
I invite each one of you here to ask yourself,
¿Yo aprendí a llorar?
have I learned how to weep, how to cry?
Pope Francis closed his message by challenging the youth to love and be loved, to beg and be ready to receive blessings with humility, as well as taking care of the environment and for the poor.
This is another challenge.
Desafío del amor.
It's the challenge of love.
¿Cuál es la materia más importante que tienen que aprender en la universidad?
Which is the most important subject that you have to learn in university?
¿Cuál es la materia más importante que hay que aprender en la vida?
What is the most important subject you have to learn in life?
Aprender a amar.
To learn how to love.
Y este es el desafío que la vida te pone a vos hoy. Aprende a amar.
And this is the challenge that life offers you, to learn how to love.
Hay Un desafío,
There is a challenge,
además, que es el desafío por la integridad.
which is a challenge of integrity.
This is not only because your country, more than many others, is likely to be seriously affected by climate change. There is the challenge, the concern for the environment.
The people at USC waited for hours and got drenched in the rain, but it was an experience that is sure to leave a lasting impression on them for many years to come.
Father, Lord of heaven and earth.
TJ Manotok, ABS-CBN News.